of your heart as the drums. Your breathing as the bass.
This is too hard. I can't do this.
Heart for the treble, lungs for the bass. Get up, everybody, and rock the place. Just in case you have any friends that need to know this, just in case you have any friends on that shit, Martin, nothing will get you off drugs like your family dying in a plane crash, or worse yet, a plane that was the victim of a terrorist bombing.
Oh.
Yes, nothing will get you. Your sense of justice will clean you right up, Martin. And that is what happened to...
I would think it'd do the opposite.
No, Martin.
Make you go deeper into your substance of choice.
Well, at first it will. But then after a while, you'll clean up and realize, you know what? I have to get vengeance, and I can't do that high as And that is what happens with Stephanie right here. Stephanie, played by Blake Lively. She's the only survivor of a plane crash. She was not on the plane, actually. She was going to meet her family somewhere else. They're on this plane. Terrorist bombing happened, and she mourned for a little bit, and then went straight to heroin and selling ass. So yeah, you know, hey,
as one does.
Yes, yeah, you know.
Can't say I wouldn't do the same.
Yeah. You know, I got some money saved up in case you do. Hey, Martin, I will support you. I will be your first customer. Friends support friends. Hey, I support your new endeavors.
Oh, good to know you got my back.
Yeah. I'm happy to see you're coping well, Martin. Got yourself together, cleaned up, and started a new business. But yeah, man, you know, she's mourning, but then she finds an opportunity to probably go and get vengeance for the people that did this. And, you know, people have been saying, man, it's been a long time since we've had a nice ass-kicking female revenge assassin movie.
Did we just have Peppermint last year?
That was a couple of years ago, and that shit was terrible. You know, that was silly. No, this is real right here,
man.
Oh,
okay.
No, man, we're talking about terrorism. We're talking about grief, mourning. You know, I mean, no, none of that peppermint shit. No, Martin, I ain't talking about candy over there. This is the rhythm section, Martin. This is all about the beating of your heart for justice. Now, I'll say something they say in the movie.
Oh, that's how the title comes in.
Martin, let me get into this.
Okay.
Let me just. Martin,
I'm sorry.
No. I'm laughing because let me just say no. I'm laughing at you because you laughing yourself, and I'm laughing because, well, let's just say January is back. January, where you been? Let's go ahead and take a look at this trailer for the rhythm section. And I tell you why, good old January is back with this film right after this. As you can see, that stars Blake Lively with a cameo by an accent that decides to show up whenever it wants to.
Oh, because the little clips I saw there, I was like, oh, she's carrying that accent.
She's kind of carrying, but she's kind of mumbling that shit half the time.
Yeah.
I told you January is back.
Right.
And boy, right when we thought, oh, the curse is broken, them bad boys came in.
Yeah.
Oh, man, January ain't gonna be dark and gloomy and shitty like it was before. Oh, no, and then comes this right here. This is the movie that January existed for. The shit you dump because it don't make no goddamn sense. First of all, this title, the rhythm section, terrible title. It's a terrible title. It makes you, if you don't know anything about the movie, it makes you think it's something about a marching band or some shit.
Right.
'Cause I didn't see the trailer. I got to the theater and just realized, because people were telling me, I was like, you mean this isn't a musical? Or this isn't about a band?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking it was going to be. And then I saw just a snippet of a trailer on television and went, oh.
No, I hadn't seen this trailer at all. And you know what this is, and when they do bring in the title into the movie, it barely has anything to do with this film. It's barely there. It actually has something to do with her tempo in the rhythm of her heartbeat as she's learning to fire a gun. But that shit it comes and goes. For a movie about this badass girl who learned how to be this kick-ass assassin, this woman who's training to kill people to avenge her family. She hardly kills people in the movie.
Oh.
Most of the time when people die is because of some stupid shit that she did because she didn't want to kill somebody.
Okay. So
there's an accident, somebody gets free, or she set somebody up, or somebody had to finish the job that she couldn't do and end up killing more people than they wanted to. But somebody that wanted revenge for their family dying, she kills a lot of innocent people on the side because she can't do her fucking job. It's about 3 times this movie where she's like, I can't do this, and then kids die.
What? So we need another movie for people who want to get revenge on her.
Yeah, she hardly kills people because of her stupidity. Because she can't do her job. A lot of innocent people die from her actions or inaction because a movie where she's supposed to be cold-blooded, she's too soft to get the shit done. Mm-hmm. I mean, after training, getting her ass beat, talking shit.
This is where a character was written to be a cold-blooded badass, and then other people, studio or actor, came in and said, "Well, we want to make them likable to the audience. We don't want to turn them."
Oh
off.
no, you going ahead. You going too far ahead. Likable, that word don't belong here.
Oh,
get that the fuck out of here.
Oh, sorry.
Ball that shit up and put it in the trash and get the fuck out of here. I want you to get the fuck out of here.
And I'd like you to get the fuck out of here. Get out of here.
I keep doing it.
No,
I'm let you talk.
There ain't nothing likable in here. And I'll tell you why. I really mean it when I say there's no likable in here. There's none. I can understand why this Stephanie character right here, she can't do her job. It ain't her fucking fault. It's because they're trying to make an assassin out of a junkie and a hoe. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that in derogatory terms. She's laying out with track marks and bruises on her, selling ass to people. Uh-huh. She's in. It's not even a brothel. She's like in some rundown crack house, being a prostitute.
This is before or after the
This is after.
killed?
This is after that. The movie's dumb, people. That's all I can tell you. The movie. I really would like to be more eloquent, but the movie is just dumb. It's and the thing is, what I like about a movie like this, they try to fool you into making you think it's smart. Oh, because you look at this and the music is dark, the cinematography is drab, and it's all gritty.
Yeah.
Everyone, I can't tell you, the whole movie, people just, there's about a third of this movie, people just staring into the camera.
Oh, no.
All serious, while that camera's all shaky. People just staring into the camera. Pensive. Look at my eyes. This is acting. Yeah, man. But underneath that is nothing but ridiculous shit. The movie kicks off with her being tracked down. The only character you feel for, and there he is. The only character you feel for in the movie is this guy, this reporter, played by an actor, Raza Jaffrey. And I got to say, he gets what he deserves too. I feel for him, but and let me tell you why. Because he's on this case. He's working with somebody on this case of what happened with this crash, because the government is covering it up for certain reasons. And so there will be no justice. So he's been hired by some people to work on this and try to uncover some kind of clue.
Yeah.
Our clues that will lead to bringing justice to these culprits that did this, these terrorists that did this. So he goes to her. He goes to her in her brothel. And he figures that she'll be valuable in trying to help put some of these things together. He tells her that, and plays with the emotions and say, hey, you know what? Don't you want justice for what they did to your family? Don't you want to see them be brought down? And, the bouncer comes in, slams that into a wall and says, get the out of here. She lets him get his ass beaten, and she thinks, you know what? He's right. He slammed into a wall. Let this man, you can see right here. You you can kind of see where he even got a. Oh, well, that's before. That's before they manhandled his ass and threw him against the wall. But he got a bloody nose and a bruise and shit. And he leaves a card, and she shows up at his apartment. And now here's where. Now I thought like, okay, I'm kind of feeling for this guy right here. He's trying to do something. He's trying to bring some justice to the world right here. And this woman who just a heroin addict, a junkie, and a prostitute who just left their brothel that day comes up to his house. And not only does he say, you know what? Come right on in. Have a seat. Take a nap. Can I get you something? Can I get you a drink? He also says, oh, and by the way, I got to go to work. Go ahead and make yourself at home. What? a heroin addict and a prostitute who tells him, she says, you know what? If you leave, I might steal your shit.
Yeah, I bet she stole everything that wasn't nailed down.
She did this shit trying to find some clues and whatnot, but she took everything. She took the motherfucker left his passport.
Oh no.
Left his money. Left extra keys there. That bitch took everything that she could find in his drawer. And after she told this dude, like, I'm going to take your shit. And he says, oh, I believe you're a good person. And then she's like, that. She takes all his shit and she runs out and she starts trying to look for this dude while she's got all his money and everything. Puts all that shit in the bag. Now, I'm just telling you this. This is not the rest of the movie. I need to tell you how stupid this shit is. Puts all that shit in the bag, tries to finds by the end, just, clicking on her phone and just scrambling through some papers, finds one of the terrorists at the local college somewhere. Very easy. Okay. Very easy. I mean, she goes to the cafeteria. Like, by the way, there's no schedule of when he's going to eat lunch or anything. But she goes to the cafeteria,
and there he
sits
is.
at the table right where he's eating lunch with his terrorist friends right there. And she tries to shoot him. And the guy's like, this bitch is crazy. She's on to me. He looks at her and says, may I help you? She can't pull the trigger. He leaves. She turns around. Where's my bag? Where's my bag? He took the bag, all the information in there, went back to that apartment and popped that dude. Popped this dude right in there. See what I'm talking about? By being stupid?
Yeah.
She couldn't pull the trigger, got this dude killed right here.
Yeah.
But you deserved it. You don't bring no junk in your home and go to work and leave him there like you just adopted a pet. And and you think that's the stupid part. Oh no. Here's where things get stupid. So now she's got to if she wants to live and also not just find the people that did this, but if she wants to just simply live without getting caught, she's got to find this guy's connection.
Okay.
Who is an ex MI6 agent? Who is
wait, the reporter guy was ex MI6?
No, this guy.
Okay.
Jude Law. Jude Law, who plays Ian Boyd. Jude Law, who is just looking like an angry version of himself from Captain Marvel.
Right. Yeah, I was just from the trailers. I was like, this seems very Captain Marvel-ish. He's
just playing Captain Marvel, except angrier and more emotionless. So the only thing he's got is impatience. But she goes to him, and she has to get help from him. And this is what I mean by it gets stupid because, this junkie and this prostitute that just got his contact killed shows up at his door and he gives her a rundown, gives her a tough speech, gives her a bucket. Get yourself clean. If you want to find these people, it's going to be hard work. It's like, wait a minute, you going to train her? Wait a minute, what? You don't know rehab or get the out of here today? What? You give her a bucket and say, well, if you really want to get justice, it's going to be hard. And gives her some boots. And the next day, I'm talking about the next day, when she vomits all that heroin up, she's out on the trail jogging with his ass.
Oh, that's all it takes to get over heroin?
That's all it takes. That's what I told you, man.
Oh.
That's what I told you.
So just a couple fingers down the throat, and then you're good.
And a pair of combat boots and a pep talk by Jude Law.
And all these years, people have been paying $1,000 and giving up 28 days of their life.
No, just have terrorists blow up your parents, man, and a pep speech. And again, that's that old pep speech is like, we're just like, you know what, kill yourself or I don't care, but I'm gonna be out on the track if you want to find me. This shit is stupid, man. And thanks to good old montage. That training ain't nothing but a week or two. One day to kick heroin, just a couple of weeks to be a badass killer.
Be still. You got to get your rhythm section under control.
Title of the movie, yes.
Think of your heart as the drums. Your breathing as the bass.
This is too hard. I can't do this.
Heart for the treble, lungs for the bass. Get up, everybody, and rock the place. Yeah. You're kicking heroin, boy. Hey, learning to kill people at the same time. Oh, it's a good treatment program right here. Get the Jude Law Treatment Center going.
Results in 2 weeks or less.
It's the easy part.
What's the hard part?
Living with it.
I don't want to live with this shit.
Yeah, this is hard.
Yeah, man.
I thought we'd have had this a week ago.
Training for, I mean, I don't know. Maybe it could have been longer, but it's the movie's fault for making this feel like 2 weeks.
Right.
You know, out there hitting targets that don't even move. You know, little metal plates. And she's expected to go out there and attack people that are going to be ducking and weaving and dodging.
And shooting back.
And shooting back.
Maybe he was just lonely, and he was just like, I just want somebody to train.
Yeah.
I need a Robin.
Shit, maybe thought she was going to him or something. You know, it's like, well, shit, she was a hoe before. You know, so I'll pay her with training. You know, I thought you know what? I right when I didn't think he could get any dumber. Right when I didn't think this fool could get any dumber. So after this 2 weeks, I guess he feels like, well, you know what? She's done well. She showed, you know, she hit those non-moving targets so well that he actually puts on this stupid mother. He puts on a bulletproof vest, puts his arms behind his back, comes to full salute, and looks at her and tells her, "Now shoot me." So you mean to tell me a heroin bitch that you just trained for 2 weeks, you gonna trust her to pull the trigger and hit you dead in your chest?
He's just that good.
Or he's auditioning for Jackass.
And his bulletproof vest has a giant magnet in it.
Must really think he is Marvel. Shoot me. It feels like they've left out so much, man. Blake Lively is Stephanie, man. Blake Lively in this, she has 3 personality traits. She's sad, she's angry, and she's blank.
Okay.
There's so many shots where they choose to actually, they don't, you know, it's one of those things where I hate, this thing is almost becoming a hack thing to say. But this whole thing of show, don't tell. There's so many times where to convey sadness and suffering from her addiction, where they just put a camera on her with bags under her eyes and just let her eyes water, and just have her up there just looking. It's like, you know, we're gonna need more than that.
Yeah.
You know,
To really feel it, yeah.
We need more story than what we get in here. You know, we need you know, how do you go from from being, because the movie opens up with her with her family, and she looks like, you know, she's blonde and cheerful and everything's bright. She's hanging out with her family. You could tell this family was tight.
Yeah.
Her upbringing was good. How you go from having this amazing family upbringing to heroin and hooking? Mm-hmm. There's a lot there that we need some story on.
Yeah, I mean, for that to be the case, that means that all that time while she was happy, she had no friends, no support system.
Yeah, she's just, I mean, did it really hurt her that bad that she went? I mean, that's a big gap, man. We need, hell, I say, man, exposition is bad, but monologue that shit. Spend 5 minutes telling us how you I need this story, how you went from Ivy League to hooking.
Well, maybe she always dreamed of hooking, and that her family dying was the excuse.
She did it the wrong way. She did it the exact wrong way. When they find her ass and she's a rag doll and shit. Talk to me. What happened to your family? Hey, you gonna me? You what?
Oh no.
You know? Shit is nasty. Even the dude told her. She's like, when she found him, she's like, you know what? I'm not gonna have sex with you. And the guy's like, well, that's a fucking relief. Oh, All that stank ass shit you got down there. Look like they just put her ass in a kettle and boiled her.
Imagine if Ryan Reynolds sees this and he's like, really got to rethink this whole marriage thing.
Oh yeah, she tells him like, don't watch this shit. What backstory you do get about how how drastic her life was, or different her life was before she came to this miserable place she is now. They do it. All the flashbacks are just done with. That's mostly silent with the family just fucking grinning. Like like the room just full of Joker gas. So, it's one of those flashbacks. I hate these fucking flashbacks. It's one of those flashbacks where to show you how happy the family was, motherfuckers just smiling at each other. like it's a goddamn McDonald's commercial or something. All y'all mentally challenged or something? What the f going on? All y'all high? They wouldn't be like that. These motherfuckers hate each other. At least one. Brother, he's gay. Dad don't like it. She's fucking a black dude. Mom's cheating. And he's around too, so you don't want to hear this shit, man. And she's on heroin and a prostitute. So
yeah, she's already dabbling.
Yeah. So, I just filled the gap in for you. There you go. You're welcome, y'all. It's funny. They don't want to give you all this information on these characters that are your main characters. They don't want to flesh them out that much. But you get information on these other characters that you don't even see that much. There are some of the terrorists that die off screen that you don't even you never get a chance to see. They just tell you about them.
Yeah.
She has to impersonate another assassin that was killed, another agent that was killed, and you don't ever see this agent. You see her like maybe in some video footage fighting some people, but you hardly ever see her, and they give you way too much information about somebody that you don't see.
Yeah.
They just could have said this agent was killed in the field. You have to impersonate her to do this. Maybe they showed you a quick picture of her or something. They give you backstory on her like she's a main character, and she's not. There's nothing really going on with this character. In the movie, you got Sterling K. Brown, who's apparently on heroin himself. He's Sterling K. Brown. He plays a CIA information expert, ex-CIA information expert.
Okay.
Even that's muddled with his story. When she sees him and she's trying to get some information lead up to these guys, he starts giving her side jobs, like they're side missions in a video game.
Oh no.
And none of them are that strong. None of this seems to connect.
Well, okay, in the trailer, it looked like the two of them were making out.
Oh man, let me tell you something. So none of these scenes really connect in the movie. That's one of the biggest problems. Like this just seems like this needed. Like they edited out the things that connect the film, including right down to this is horrible. I'm all for a brother, getting his interracial on. And
yeah,
everything.
you love that.
Yeah, guy, breaking boundaries in film and shit. Don't think I love it because I'm in love with white girls and shit. But they never let a brother have the white girl in the movie that much. You always get these these teen movies where some black chick is dying and there's a white dude down says, "I love you." But they don't ever give a brother nothing. So I'm thinking like, well, cool. This would have been amazing if they had fucking chemistry. They ain't got no chemistry at all. And it's so awkward the way they do this love scene because it's out of nowhere.
Yeah.
That love scene is, and they can't even do it right. The editing on this movie, I'm not gonna say it's editing like a Tyler, bad editing like a Tyler Perry movie.
Right.
It's just edited in a way that this movie doesn't flow well.
So it's not bad film editing, it's bad story editing.
Yeah, it's just chunks of things happening. And that love scene is almost like they trying to multitask with two scenes at once. They got a scene where two people are talking, and then with no lead up, you got that love scene between Sterling K. Brown and Blake Lively.
Okay.
And that, imagine, like I'm talking to, like Martin, I'm talking to you right now. Did you have a good day today?
Oh no, it worked out. It worked out. I got a lot done.
I'm happy for you, man.
A few setbacks here and there, but
yeah. Wait a minute, excuse me. Who the f are these people making out in our conversation? It's like that.
Yeah.
They had no lead up to them having any kind of love interest in each other. Jesus, man.
Is there fallout from it?
No, I mean, I'm watching this. That's the thing. It's not even anything you're just gonna laugh at. I mean, I'm not even laughing at this movie. Like I said, it's a movie that you're gonna sit there and you just kind of pick apart things, saying that doesn't make sense. That feels weird. That's out of nowhere. It's not. It
sounds like it's completely awkward.
It is. All of this is so disappointing to see these criticisms that I have, because when I talk about the production in this movie being awkward, there's one amazing car chase in this film, man. The action in this movie is actually pretty cool.
That's what I was going to ask you. Because that also looks good from the trailer.
There's scenes in there where the fight scenes are okay. Like, the fight scenes are raw, man. There's a scene where Jude Law and Blake Lively, they're supposedly eating dinner, and she's been asking him to train her, and he's just kind of ignoring her. And then he waits for her to eat her meal, and he pulls this shit aside and just grabs her by her head and slams her head down the table, and they start getting into it. And she starts trying to knife him. He's throwing her against the wall. And I mean, it's
Captain Marvel again.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Yeah, I told you, man. This is Captain Marvel without the superhero shit. But the car chase in this, it's an assassination that she f***ed up on. And she gets discovered, and she has to get in the car, and they see it. Like, hey, bitch, hey. She gets in the car, and this car chase is amazing. This car chase is amazing because it seems so real. When they tell you they put you in these car chases, we use that for great car chases, man. We were in the middle of it. Yeah. This really seems like it's in the middle of it, man. It sets it apart from other car chases because it's not on some slick street somewhere. It's not in some fancy city. It's on some very tight, gritty dirt roads, man. And it's very narrow, and there are people in the way, and it's all done with one shot too. That's a big trend right now. But it works. It works amazingly, man. And they're running the obstacles like cliffs, and it's continuous, man. It's just one thing stacked on another. This is the first car chase I've seen where they actually stop for other cars. Yeah. And then everybody feels more for the pedestrians than you do for the person in the car. You see that guy just came from grocery shopping. Did you see he tried to fly? He lifted his arms. That bush is like, shit. That bush can that bush can lift up his roots and run. Man, I'm telling you, for a movie I've been talking trash about, this is honestly, for me, hands down, one of the most amazing car chases I've seen. I was sitting in between some people, man, and everybody was like, "Shit!" Wow. It's amazing, man. It's incredible. This car chase right here. That is the one place. The action in this movie is the one place they really did pay attention to detail. Okay. Yeah, I loved it, man. That was so thrilling, man. Because like I said, there's a lot of things that they do here. They stop, and yet because of car chase, they feel like, we just got to keep going and going and going. Right. They stop, and that even adds to it, man, because she's getting shot at the same time. Mm-hmm. So it's a combination of being pursued, shot at, having to stop for cars, maneuver around them. Right. And you really do feel, because the streets are so narrow, you really do feel for the pedestrians, man. That motherfucker, we were all like, oh, God, we want him to be okay.
You better be glad Michael Bay
I was about to say, this. Michael Bay just would have hit that fucking man. Michael Bay would have said, bitch, you better keep driving.
Yeah, you shouldn't have been there.
You better that dude. Yeah, he heard this engine coming down the street. Yeah, that motherfucker heard Michael Bay was in town. Everybody should be off the streets right now. And you know what else is great about this? This is the one time where Blake Lively in the movie comes to life. This is the one where she's not blank. It brought urgency out in her. Listen, man. That's one of the things that's preventing me from giving this some more bullshit. And And it was like it would be a hard some more bullshit because I don't believe they're trying to make a bad film. Not at all, man. You know, they're trying their best to make something that's intriguing. But the problem is that it's you know, the problem's in the script and the problem's with the editing. And the editor can't even be blamed that much because I'm sure they're working from a very jumbled script. They're probably working, you know, the reason why.
Here's all the footage.
Yeah.
Here's all the
footage that lacks story. So now we have to try to figure out a way to make this all connect, which is not going to connect that well. So I don't know where it falls, but yeah, it's a very, very jumbled and disjointed film, man. I give it a rental because the action in the movie is really good. As you saw about that car chase saved this shit.
Yeah, that's an exciting car chase.
I wish it went on longer, man. And that's another thing with that too. They knew when to stop. It didn't go on and on and on.
So are there other good action scenes besides that car chase?
Yeah. Near the end of the movie, she's having to deal with a terrorist who actually is on a bus. Aren't they all? You know, it's on a bus and is about to detonate a bomb, and she's trying to fight him and before he kills everybody on there. So you know, we got a little bit of speed going on in there, but you know, bus is not even moving, so I'm not even going to like try to compare it to that. Now, if you want to see something that's been done better before, there's been plenty of movies that have done this better. Even the one Hannah about the little girl, you know, even that.
Yeah. When we saw Hannah, I was like, but I've watched it again. I was like, I like this movie a lot.
Hannah's good, man.
Yeah.
Or better yet, go to an old standby, an old classic, man. Go watch La Femme Nikita.
Warm. Hot.
Medium rare, you know what I mean? But you can see, I mean, even with that narration, they're telling you like, hey, you know, she's got some dimension to her.
Yeah.
You know, this girl in this movie does not have any dimension at all, man, with Blake Lively, but here in La Femme Nikita.
That was Luc Besson in his prime.
Yep. Sure was, man. Go watch a classic like that, man. You know, this is something you can wait to catch on television. I mean, like you can actually just sit back and wait for it to pop on someday. You know, not terrible, but it's definitely not good, man. It's got some major problems.